Hey guys, so now we are going to move over to myth number 2, which says everything good in your relationship will get better. Now let's go. One need only listen to just about any top 40 song on the radio to hear the common but destructive myth that says everything good in your relationship will get better. The truth is that not everything gets better. Many things improve in relationships, but some things become more difficult. Every successful marriage requires necessary losses, and in choosing to marry, you inevitably go through a mourning process. For starters, marriage is a rite of passage that often means giving up childhood. Okay, this one is new. Like I actually did not think about it that way, right? Molly is our case study for today. A 23-year-old newlywed recalled the unexpected loss she felt after just her engagement. As soon as we announced that we're getting married, I became like a little girl. That night, I cried on my father's shoulder and had this terrible, sad feeling that I was leaving my family forever. I looked at David, my fiancé, and thought, who is this man who is taking me away? Marriage means giving up a carefree lifestyle and coming to terms with new limits. It means unexpected inconveniences. Okay. One thing I noticed about marriages that don't last is that people find it very hard to give up the activities or the kind of lifestyle they lived when they were single, like especially celebrities, right? When you were a celebrity, you can go out for parties at 11, those kind of things, and then you're married, and then your husband is telling you, as a married woman, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, and then you start making excuses like, oh, but you saw me like this before you married me, this is the things that bring money to the table and all of that. This book is saying that marriage itself is filled with inconveniences, and if you're not ready to be inconvenienced, if you're not ready to actually do things that you're not going to be pleased with all the time, then do not even think about getting married. Marriage means giving up a carefree lifestyle and coming to terms with new limits, emphasis on limits. It means unexpected inconveniences. Mike Mason, in his delightful book, The Mystery of Marriage, likens marriage to a tree growing up through the center of one's living room. So Mike Mason likened marriage to a tree growing up through the center of one's living room. It is something that is just there, and it is huge, and everything has to be built around it. And wherever one happens to be going, to the fridge, to the bed, to the bathroom, or out the front door, the tree has to be taken into account. It cannot be gone through. It must respectfully be gone around. So this man likened marriage to a huge tree that is at the center of your living room, and that you have to, no matter wherever you're going or whatever you're doing, you have to go through it, around it. You have to go around. You cannot go through it because you're going to hit yourself, right? Or you hit your head in the tree. You have to go around it all the time. So this was likened to marriage. Okay, so let's go on. It cannot be gone through. It must be respectfully gone around. It is beautiful, unique, exotic, but also, let's face it, it is at times an enormous inconvenience. Marriage is filled with both enjoyable and tedious trade-offs, but by far the most dramatic loss experienced in a new marriage is the idealized image you have of your partner. Now we are back at this. The idealized image you have of your partner. This was the toughest myth we encountered in our marriage. Each of us had an airbrushed mental picture of who the other was, but eventually married life asked us to look reality square in the face and reckon with the fact that we did not marry the person we thought we did. And brace yourself, neither will you. This is the point where most people are shocked. That image, that perfect image, that perfect idol you think your partner is, this book is saying that it is an unrealistic expectation. Most relationships begin with an emotional honeymoon, a time of deep and passionate romance. But this romance is invariably temporary. In The Road Less Traveled, Dr. Scott Peck says that no matter who we fall in love with, we sooner or later fall out of love if the relationship continues long enough. He did not say that maybe your own is going to be a different case. He said that no matter who it is, whether it is an angel you fall in love, that very soon your eye go clear. You're going to fall out of love with the person. When you stay with the person long enough, you start seeing their true character. Nobody is perfect. That's what they're trying to say. So, yeah. He does not mean that we cease loving our partner. Emphasis on that. He means that the feeling of ecstatic love that characterizes the experience of falling in love always passes. The honeymoon always ends, he states. The bloom of romance always fades. It is an illusion that the romance in the beginning of a relationship will last forever. An illusion. This may be hard to swallow. It was for us. But debunking the myth of eternal romance will do more than just about anything to help you build a lifelong happy marriage. They're trying to say that you will not be in that romantic butterfly in my stomach feeling with your spouse or with whoever it is that you want to get married. No matter whoever it is that you marry, that is not even going to be possible for you. Here's the bottom line. Each of us constructs an idealized image of the person we marry. The image is planted by our partner's eager effort to put his best foot forward, but it takes roots in the rich soil of our romantic fantasies. We want to see our partner at his best. Yes. We imagine, for example, that he would never become irritable or put on excess weight. We seek out now, emphasis on when your wife gives birth or when your partner gives birth. When we're in romantic relationship, we cannot imagine that, what about when this person gets to like 40 years old and the person has given birth? Would you still be able to love that person? We don't think about all these things. We imagine, for example, that he would never become irritable or put on excess weight. We seek out and attend to what we find admirable and blank out every blemish. We see him as more noble, more attractive, more intelligent, more gifted than he really is. Emphasis on every single thing, every single gift that he has, or maybe every single good quality he has, is always usually exaggerated in our minds. That's what this book is trying to say. But it is not for long. The stark fact is that this phase is necessarily fleeting. Some experts believe the half-life of romantic love is about 3 months.